dear viewers and gamers alike out there. Welcome back for more of the Spider-Man lore and the DC crossover lore with Marvel and Japanese anime crossover with DC and Marvel, or whichever works best for you, or any type of multi-universal crossover lore in the Ultimate Arkham universe. And this is Marvel Spider-Man, and this game is not KID friendly, never was, because this game should have got an M rating in the first place. But enough about that. It's a guess what? Superman again! Yes, I am a fan of Superman. Get used to it! But here's another type of lore for any crossover, and you're gonna love this. The title's, Superman lost by whom? You're gonna find out. So, Superman was beaten by a Marvel hero, and it wasn't close. Okay. This will shock you, including everyone who is watching or who are watching this video. In the Marvel and versus DC crossovers, Superman has fought and defeated some of the Marvel's heaviest hitters. Yet the one Marvel hero who beat him was... Everybody hold your breath. The suspense is killing you. Deep breath. The drum roll is playing. And it's Venom. I'm not kidding. It's Venom. Like, some of you are going like this. Like, what? And others are like, what? And some of you are like, Nani? And some of you go like this. Like, Nani? Yes. Venom. I am not kidding. This type of source story is like, what? What do you mean, Venom? How is he able to defeat Superman, for crying out loud? I mean, I don't know. Are you making this up? And I'm gonna say, no, I am not making this up. And why? Because I'll tell you why. And this music sounds the perfect get-up of this storytelling info, this juicy info of lore of any crossover that may give you a heads up. Why? Because I am your get-to-go info type of guy. Even if Superman isn't the most powerful hero in the DC universe, his strength and willpower have made it rare for the Man of Steel to lose a fight. Superman has even defeated some of Marvel's strongest heroes. Both Spider-Man and the Hulk fell to Superman's might, though fans have spent decades speculating who among Marvel's mightiest heroes could best Superman. The answer came in an obscure crossover from the 90s. That's right. In DC Marvel All Access comic book number 1, Venom wins a fight against Superman. I'm not making this up. This is absolutely true. In a 90s comic book, Venom wins a fight against Superman, and the match was not even close. It's like, how can this be? Are you making this up? No, I am not. Understanding this strange crossover requires understanding its main character, Access. Access is the only character not in the public domain owned by both Marvel and DC. Though born in the Marvel Universe, he gains the power to shift between that universe and DC's during a fight between the two. After the two universes merge, like the New 52 universe is born, but a new one that's not New 52, but a brand new 52. That's not New 52 like the old New 52, but a brand new 52 combined with DC and Marvel crossovers. Yay! So after the two universes merge and then separate again, Access is left alone. Is the sole being. Access is left as the sole being responsible for making certain everyone stays in their universe. So like that Marvel versus Capcom thing. And you see the DC versus Marvel crossover. And Japanese anime can make a universal crossover with Marvel and DC. Why? Because anything can happen. If anybody can make a crossover, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can do it. Including Batman. Even Superman. Including Japanese anime. You name it. Any type of crossover. That includes Vocaloid. Well, you know, like the Project Diva games of Hatsune Miku. Yes, that one. So, all Access starts with the titular hero sensing that Venom is out of place. In Metropolis, Venom demands a young woman tell him where he is. Just as Venom steals the woman's glasses to make a bad joke, Superman slams into Venom and sends him through a brick wall. All it takes is Superman mentioning the similarities between Spider-Man and Venom's costumes for Marvel's most well-known anti-hero to go berserk. Okay, now let me give you a little bit of info on this, or let me picture this in your mind for you. So, if Superman flies in, I know he hears the cries and the calls for help, correct? With his superhero. And then when Venom shows up and all of a sudden he wants to steals a woman's glasses or steal a woman's purse to make a bad joke, and because, you know, Superman has super sight that he can see more than a mile away. 2 miles, 3 miles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many miles? You name it. And then all of a sudden, he sees a purse snatcher, or stealing someone's glasses, or stealing someone's wallet, or stealing money out of little children's lunch money for some reason. And then all of a sudden, this anti-hero, because I know he's more anti-hero than a supervillain, and I know he's not a superhero, and he's not a supervillain, he's not a bad guy or a good guy, he's an anti-hero. Of course, he tries to make the things up for what he has done by the name of Eddie Brock, a.k.a. who is now Venom, if you want to know. Okay, so he like to steal the glasses, the purse, or whichever you like to call it. And then all of a sudden, Superman comes out of nowhere, and he sees the crime that's taken place. And Venom stealing the glasses that makes it look like a bad joke. And then Superman dashes into the action, or, you know, flies into action, and slams Venom so hard it'll knock you into next Tuesday or make you wake up in a coma within the next 2 weeks or more. And yet somehow the anti-hero by the name of Venom, if you want to know, goes completely berserk. Like, why would he go berserk in the first place? Does anyone tell me how would he go berserk in the first place? I mean, yeah, it's, well, Venom took the glasses, or how do I say, stole a woman's glasses to make it look like a bad joke, and says, "Hey, I'm gonna steal the glasses. I'm Venom." Then Superman dashes in and says, "Halt! You're not stealing that woman's glasses. Give it back now." And Venom's gonna say, "Make me!" And then all of a sudden, Venom gets knocked the wind out by Superman by slamming him so hard of Marvel's most well-known anti-hero, and he just went berserk. Okay. Now, but that's just my bit of the story to picture that in your mind. So here's another part. Venom blinds Superman with webbing. Like, what? And you're saying like, Nani? Like, what? Nani? Yes, with webbing. For just a few seconds, perhaps. Grabs him by the cape and throws him into the bus with no effort. Though Superman does manage to land a blow or two, Venom easily beats him by using his black webbing to go down Superman's throat and close his airway. Like, wow. Okay, I mean, there are some villains who like to go through the throat, or like some predators. If you're a predator, such as like a saber-toothed tiger, and you take down its prey to go for the throat, like a deer or an antelope. Yeah, but only if your Venom would go to the webbing to to cut off the windpipe or the air pocket of the breathing tube, such as Superman. You're gonna have a hard time breathing through the lungs. Oh! Just before Superman suffocates, a third player joins the fight as Access brings Spider-Man into the DC universe. So yeah, that is an amazing way to put in a spectacular fight the most amazing action that can be done in a crossover. See, I'll put those words in the line to make a crossover to say the most spectacular, the amazing, and the sensational Spider-Man. As your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop, it is my job to give you that type of knowing, to get type of info that you guys would love to know. Just leave a comment section below, and I would love to hear your thoughts about this. And so then we're moving on. So, anyways, enraged by Spider-Man's presence, Venom flees. That's right, he flees. Like, he runs like a little scaredy cat. Like, no, he doesn't scream. He just runs away. I mean, he doesn't run like a coward. He just runs away without the cowardice. Or more like he's not a coward, but he did run away with a which is such a coward's tactic. I'll give you that. After Superman pulls Venom's gunk out of his eyes and throw like, I can't see! I once was blind, but now I see type of guy. Yeah, that type of one with the black webbing, He and Spider-Man pursue Venom. Even with Spider-Man's help, Superman struggles against Venom. The violent vigilante easily juggles the two heroes, so he can take it. He can go for a 2-on-1 type of thing. Okay, if an anti-hero can do that, why not Deathstroke can go for 2-on-1? Easy peasy lemon squeezy? I don't think so. When you're an anti-hero, when you try to go for the 2-on-1 on a double team, if you try to go on the issue from a 2-on-1 or the 1-on-2 issue scenario, why won't they ask out for an assist instead of going on this alone? You know, that's what anti-heroes do. They go it alone, and sometimes they like to go with the issue with the 2-on-1 type of thing. And that is sometimes whether a superhero does that, a supervillain does that, and an anti-hero does that. Even a superhero, an anti-hero, and a supervillain with no powers can also do that on a 2-on-1 scenario or a 1-on-2 scenario, if you would like to call it. Especially when it comes to in a time like this. As Venom prepares to finish off the two most popular heroes in the world, Access arrives. Access is a character. I'm not sure if Access is a Marvel or a DC character or a type of character. I don't know who Access is, but Access is a character that I never heard of, but Access is an interesting character, to be honest, who made the crossover, making it possible to combine a merged New 52 universe. So yeah, the New 52 is born, and it cannot be undone, even if it's already undone, but it's already done. Even if it's undone, but it's already done. So you may have undone to separate the universes, but it cannot be undone because they will remember it for the rest of their lives. Yay! So once Access arrives with a sonic cannon that knocks him out, ending his rampage. That would be Venom. Ending Venom's rampage. So Access arrives with a cannon that knocks him out, ending his rampage completely. Or does he think he knows? While all of the Marvel and DC crossovers have involved Superman brawling with some of Marvel's strongest characters, Venom remains one of the few who manage to win. The fact that Venom beats Superman is strange considering characters as powerful as Juggernaut and Doctor Doom could barely put up a fight. As with the most things in the comic industry, yeah, it's something you like to think about. The story was more dedicated by fan expectations and industry trends than the character's abilities. Now that is something worth to think about. Given their power sets, Superman should have no problem defeating Venom, but instead, he got whooped by Venom, and the match wasn't even close. So yeah, Superman would have no problem defeating Venom if he uses his heat vision or a single high-powered clap, like the gamma clap. He instead of the gamma clap, he calls the super clap. The problem was that Venom was just too popular. He was so popular that everybody started liking the anti-hero Venom, aka Eddie Brock. I mean, why would anybody want to kill off Eddie Brock from a Marvel writer, character writer, a writer who wrote the character Venom on this? Because he is way too popular. Just like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Superman, Batman, the Fantastic Four, if you like to call it, Doctor Doom, Iron Man, Nightwing, who is, yes, Nightwing from the DC Comics, Red Hood, the Joker, Deathstroke, Robin, and any character from the DC Universal crossover, and any popular Japanese anime characters that you can think of. Yes, I mean, too popular to be killed off, and the writer will notice that the fans like the character or characters so much they want to keep this character going that they want to find a real good happy ending, or a never-ending battle, or a never-ending story of any type of way, or a love story, or a love romantic comedy, or dramatic a comedy drama, or romantic drama, or whichever, all in the mix, or sci-fi action, or action thriller, or action horror, or the type of love and thriller and all that lifestyle. You can call it whatever you like to have and put it into a style that puts into the mix in the Ultimate Arkham universe, as well as your fanfic story that you put in whatever you choose. Yes, fanfic can work of any type of story lifestyle. For those that I know of, or for fanfics that you have to put into practice, is what makes it count the most. And that is how you can make a popular character, such as those that you wish to have them not killed off, but some of them want to get killed off, but then started to come back to life by saying, I once was dead, but now I'm back and I'm alive. As a character somewhere between hero and villain, Venom exemplified the dark age of comics. All of it adds up to making the DC Marvel All Access comic book #1 a fascinating artifact of its era. That is how you make Into the Comic Book, Into the Multi-Crossover. The multi-crossover, how to merge all these universes combined into one to make it into the perfect universe that you wish to choose. To make that into the perfect universe, just simply combine the characters, whether it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or any type of Power Rangers of any crossover that comes within any Japanese anime, including Kamen Rider, into the Marvel and DC universe, including superheroes that is not in the Marvel and the DC universe, which is including in Disney characters. Yes, the Disney universe can be called in, because since Disney owns Marvel, and this game is a part of the Marvel, which is a part of the costumes, which is from Disney, if you want to know. So yes, anything from the Disney universe that anything can happen is Arkham. Everything what you see in the Japanese anime, everything what you see in the Marvel universe, the DC universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, and in the Disney universe, you name it, anything can happen that you put your mind to it, including fanfic, Vocaloid, whatsoever that you like to call, everything what you see, hear, and what you want to know and think about, everything from what you know from beginning to the end, and also a new beginning of a new adventure, everything what you know and want to know, to see what to see, hear what to hear, a type of info, everything is Arkham. That is the reason why that all these universes merge into one, to a crossover, because anything is possible. Not probable, anything is possible for a crossover. And why? Because anything that can happen in the blink of an eye, and also it can happen in a heartbeat. So, what do you guys think of this type of lore? Superman got beat by whom? Which is Venom. What? Superman got beat by Venom. Yes. Do you like it or hate it? Mash that like button or share this video If you guys love this type of info that you've never heard of, but this is a comic book that came straight out back in the 90s of this crossover, and it's a fascinating one indeed. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And once again, leave a comment section below and tell me what you guys think on it. This is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always, as your friendly neighborhood spider cop who takes chances, making mistakes, and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner, which I do. And as my duty as your friendly neighborhood spider cop, I always do take my job seriously by finding the info that you like to know as your get-to-go guy, info type of guy that need to know what you would love to know. As your friendly neighborhood spider cop, Godspeed, play safe, and shalom in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And I'll see you guys next time for another type of juicy, bitsy info that you would love to know of the type of lore for any crossover and more. And remember, friendship is magic for everyone. This is getting more interesting than I thought. The type of info that you love to hear is amazingly spectacular, sensational, and very importantly, awesome sauce. Sorry. Yeah! Woo-hoo!